Today, Tuesday, April 14th, is the first All-Star game in Volleyhoop history. Tyson drives it down the field, shoots, scores! Pass back inside, Christopher N. Daniel G. shoots, scores! Larangera knocks the ball away. Larangera with a bounce back. Larangera scores! The All-Star game. And live on ESPN, it is the Volleyhoop 2025 Spring Season All-Star Game. Brought to you by State Farm and T-Mobile. There's no better place than you want to be right now, MJW Stadium. Even though MJW is actually at home, even though this technically is his home, he's downstairs actually living a normal life. Meanwhile, everybody up here getting ready for the All-Star Game. But this isn't no ordinary All-Star Game. We have 3 different things to do. Number 1, a 3-point contest between 3 different players. Number 2, an exhibition game of a new sport that MJW himself has created. And number 3, the actual All-Star game, 2 5-minute sections, no halftime, unless we decide to have one. And as we welcome you up to the broadcast booth, Joe Buck, that's the NFL Hall of Famer Troy Aikman. And Troy, I didn't expect to be here tonight. Troy, you didn't expect to be here tonight. ESPN welcomes you here to the Volleyhoop All-Star game. You got anything to say? Well, you know, Joe, this is big for a bunch of the players, and of course, MJW was worthy of the All-Star. He got votes, but he got hurt, and he's not going to be out. He's going to be out, I believe, until April 24th, I believe. I believe they have a playoff game on that day. He's going to Boston on the 21st, so he can't play on that day. So, wild card round. Each wild card team plays 1 game, and it's just winning and losing, and then after that, it starts the series. Every set from round 2 onwards, it's all a 7-game series. Let's bring you down to the court so you can meet the contestants for this year's 3-point contest. Before we begin today's All-Star Day of Fun, please have a moment of silence for those we lost in the D.C. shooting massacre during the New Jersey Nerf's D.C. President's game earlier this year. Moment of silence. 3, 2, and 1. Thank you. Now, let's meet the contestants. And I mean, you know, Novelino, he's got that. Chris Novelino shoots it, scores it. He goes it back. Larangera. Miguel Larangera shoots, scores. Daniel G. And what a miss. G rebounds and he scores. Chris N., Miguel Larangera, and Daniel G. facing off in this year's 3-point contest. Each player has 2 minutes to shoot as many 3-pointers as they can, and Chris N. is the first name called up on that list of the DC Presidents. He is ready to go. As many 3-pointers as he can in 2 minutes' time. And the clock starts. That's 1. I think part of the challenge here is just getting back to the line in time, taking the 1 necessary dribble, and then shooting. I don't know if the dribble is necessary, but Novelino likes to do it, so. Novelino goes back. That's his 3rd one. He hasn't missed one yet. He's 3 for 3. That's the thing you have to notice about these guys. They are not messing around. They will do anything they can to win. All-Star night here. And now Chris N. has missed 2 straight. But he bounces back with a make there. I feel like Miguel Leonjero is going to come home with this one. Let's do our predictions at the start. Our predictions, who do you think is going to win Troy? Miguel Leonjero, of course. I think that Daniel G is actually going to pull away with this win. He's been helping Oakland a lot this year. In that 3-point range, he was out in the Nerfs game when the Nerfs prevailed over the Birds, at Oakland Birds. And the reason we highlight that game is because it was a big loss for Oakland and a big win for New Jersey. It meant a lot to both teams. So he automatically does the pass back into himself. I guess to warm him up because DC is the number one seed in their conference. So, shoots. That one bounces out. He's got to get back in the groove of things. Get back in OG form. His form's been changing a lot throughout this season. Olino here is up to 8. He goes. He scores. I think you think he's going for double digits? I think he is. Pass back in. Shoots. He makes it through. And that's going to be his final shot. And upcoming is Miguel Leonjero. 10 is the score to beat here in the second round. The second contestant. Score to beat is 10. Come on. Let's do this. First one. Bounces off the top. Not very good. Now he's missed 2 straight. Not very good for your prediction, Troy. Yeah, I know. Another one bounces out. That one cuts out. Look at the little run. Finally lands one in. He's doing the pass back in too. I guess because Leonjero is the number one pass back in person on New Jersey Nerfs. They strategically chose one player to represent 3 different teams for the 3-point contest. So we have Chris N. of the DC Presidents, Miguel Leonjero of the New Jersey Nerfs, and Daniel G. of the Oakland Birds. That's his 4th straight. Bouncing back now from a bit of a rough start. You think he can pull away with this? He might. No, Chris N. is already facing losing. I mean, 10 actually isn't a lot for 2 minutes, considering the 3-point line is not as far as, say, an NBA 3-point line. No, not at all. Leonjero's up to 6. They're going to say he was indeed behind the line. So if you shoot it and you're not behind the line, they just don't count it. Really? Yeah, they don't. Oh, that one, he bricked it. Just carefully blocking. That one goes out. Now he's full on sprinting. That one also bounces out. Now he's confused with himself. Now he gets that one back in. If he wants to win, he's going to have to really, he needs 2 more to win. In the event that there is a tie, there is no tiebreaker. It just kind of ends in a tie. Ties it up. He's going for the last one. To take the lead. He gets 11. The score to beat for Daniel G is 11. He's ready to go. This is who I predicted to come away with a win, so we're going to do this. Underhand, now he gets through. You don't see underhand too much, but I mean, it's not like it's illegal or anything. You're right, it's not an illegal move. Did we say it was a Tuesday today? I think we did. It's Monday. So, he's off to a good start. Underhand is usually his specialty, actually, whenever he does it. But I think it was the first shot in his career that he's missed underhand. First underhand miss of his career comes in the All-Star game? I don't know. That's just the way things go these days. So if he can get up to 12 before time runs out, that's it. He wins. Going. He's got another one. Kid is on fire today. Larry still has the lead. He might pull away with this one if Daniel G can't get all the shots in. And you know, he's just a very skilled player, so it's kind of sad to see someone fall like this if he does lose. And that's already 2 straight misses, so that's not good for him. He makes an underhand shot. Really good with these underhanders, and he's got a chance. Maybe the suit is giving him good luck. The suit's not even, he doesn't look like he has a care in the world. He's already got another one. Now he's starting to run. Now he's up. Gotta tie it. And he is actually allowed to call for time. He shoots it. Did he get it off in time? It doesn't matter because we end with a tie. So they actually have an out that there was going to be a tiebreaker. Because it is a tie between 2 people, they both get 2 free throws. And if they both make both of their free throws, then I don't know. The free throws will count as just 3-pointers in general. Larry Jarrett's up first. If they both make both of their free throws, actually, wait, no. They're just going until somebody misses one. So they each take 2 at a time, and when somebody misses one, that's it. Whoever has the lead wins, I guess. So Larry Jarrett's going to miss that one. Daniel G can win it right here if he gets 2 successful free throws. That's 1. He's in position to win it right now with 1 more free throw make. He got it. Daniel G is the 2025 3-point contest champ. Everybody's there congratulating him. Now we are set up for Game 2. Game 2, MGW created a sport. He made football in his own room. He made basketball in his homeroom. Baseball's up next. There's no name for it yet, but it's kind of like a baseball. He explained the rules in the New Jersey Nerfs Buffalo Bulldogs game at halftime. So if you don't know the rules, go watch that. Probably will be linked in the description, but assuming we remember to. So, Team Red's the road team. They're heading up first. Team Blue. And on the mound today, we got Aaron Shera, of all people. I feel like they'd had MGW on the mound if he wasn't injured. Yeah, probably. Or they put him... I feel like he's more of a designated hitter type. So that is the random generator. It is off camera, but it's down there where you cannot see. Random generator getting ready for the pitch. That one set up to be a fly out and lands on it 1 out. So is it like 2 runs or like 2 innings? If needed, extra innings is an option. So 1 gone here in the top of the first. Comes the pitch. Swings and flies as 1 in right field. That's back at the wall. That one is gone. Team Red getting an early lead. 1-0 with a home run. 1 out shot. Just perfect contact there. I mean, you saw his swing. That's what you need to be doing. It's righty to lefty, so the lefty has to be ready. So the way the teams are separated was by random name pulling out of a hat. So it's not like by conference or anything. It's literally by random names just put together on 2 random teams. So the teams were not rigged or anything. They're not determined by conference. They're just set up. MGW is thinking that for actual regular season games of this new sport, he's going to have 4 innings in it, I think he said. Yeah, 4 innings. 4 innings. But we're just doing 2 innings, extra innings if necessary. Pitch from Larry Jarrett. Inside for strike 1. And I think that was technically a ball, but the umpire called it a strike. I mean, you can't really tell because the ball actually never leaves his hand. But based on the trajectory he was going with the strike zone of that player, I think that would be a ball, just the umpire called a strike. Aren't you the umpire? Well, I mean, we're in a different room. We're just watching the live camera feed. It's a very fair point. Alright, Jarrah isn't just up, way upstairs for ball 1. 1-1 count. There's the thing about this game, it's going to be slow going at the start, like baseball. But it'll get more entertaining as the game goes on. Looking around, here comes the pitch. That one hit well on the ground. Goes back to the pitcher on the bag, he catches it for the out. 2 away. And you know, with these ground outs, it's righty to righty. So you always have to be ready for what the pitcher's going to throw you. It's at the bottom of the strike zone. You hit it anyway, but you just don't get much out of it. So in a way, I guess you could say the outcome is kind of predetermined, but it's also everything that happens in the game is randomly generated. 2 outs. That one popped up, calling for it. 3 outs. Top of the first over with, 1-0, Team Red. And up first for Team Blue, it is N.A. One of the best players on the New Jersey Nerfs. He's up to hit. He's the righty hitter. N.A., the first pitch. Swings up. That's 1, caught for the out. And of the Denver Kittens, it's Caden T. He made the All-Star game in his impressive rookie season. See what he has in store. Pitch to Caden T. Swing and a miss for the first strike. Big swing and a miss there. Wasn't very good by Caden T. Lines 1 deep. Not deep. Just third baseman. 2 away. So pop fly out followed by a ground out. Not a great way to start out the game, but I mean, I'm sure it'll get better for him. They hope it'll get better as we prepare now for the new batter. It's the lefty of the Nerfs, Braden C. He has a record for most 3-pointers made with 2 different teams by 15 3-pointers on each team. Swings and misses through the first pitch. Good pitch, well inside. Just error on Braden C. Second pitch. That one's popped up to center. Up and out. 2-way. Side is retired. 1-0, still red team. So we head to the, what's it called? Top of the second. Top of the second in this 2-inning game. We're going to see what happens. Leonard Jarrah still on the mound. Pitch. Team Red has the lefty up. That one's hammered into left field. Back at the wall. See ya! It's 2-0. And you know, red team getting things started with their lefty at the lead off in this inning and a pretty good swing. And what a hit that was. I think people are forgetting that this is a Volleyhoop All-Star tournament. This is the All-Star game. Originally, it was just supposed to be 1 game, a regular length game, 2 10-minute sections with a halftime. Now, this stuff before the actual game is the length of an average game. 2-0. No outs. Swing and drives this one to the left. All the way out and gone. Back to back for Team Red. Righty to righty. And I mean, you could just see he's got an interesting batting stance, but it pays off. Pitch relatively low in the strike zone. He took that one all the way out of the ballpark. And now the manager of Team Blue up on the mound. Manager has been pulled from the game. And the new pitcher comes in. Here's warm-up. Pitcher gets one warm-up pitch before being immediately thrown into a 3-0 game. 3-0 game against one of the most electric players in Volleyhoop this season at the plate. And a Volleyhoop rookie this year is on the mound. A reliever throws this one up, one away. Getting one away this early on is probably a really good start. First pitch, and it's immediately a fly out. This pitch, that one back to short, 2 out. I guess pulling Jared was the right move. 2 quick outs this inning. Looking ready. Here comes the pitch. That one up center, and he makes the grab. What a catch that was to save disaster. And it is 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. And Team Red bringing in their closer. So the Nerfs are going to have... Team Blue down by 3. And Team Red is 3 outs away from closing out this game. And the righty, the switch hitter, who was on the mound earlier today, Miguel Aaron is now up. Aaron with the pitch. That one gets through, and it's a single. And upcoming is the lefty now. Salvatore P. Salvatore P. of the Philadelphia Sportsmen. Ground ball right side. Could be 2. And 6-5. It's 6-4-3. 6-4-3 for the double play. 2 away, not on base now. Got a 6-4-3. That's how you turn it. Is 6-4-3 even possible? I think it is. Who cares? 3-0. Nobody's on for Team Blue. Swings and lines down one for a single. And coming now is the lefty to the plate. Lays off that one. It's ball 1. This guy, he's ready to try and win the game for his team, or at least he could cut the lead down to 1 with over here, I think. Yeah. Second pitch. Lays off of that one. Once again, it's a ball. 2-0 now. I think he's trying to drop a 4-pitch walk. He might if the pitcher keeps fumbling. Swings and misses through that one. 2-1. First strike of this at-bat, but this at-bat's not going well for the pitcher. That one very close, but it's called a ball. Pitch. That's ball 4. And our runners on first and second brings up the lefty hitter. He's ready to go. A really fast batting stance. And that one bleeds in. That's a single. Bases are now loaded. Boom, boom. Order resets and NA is back up. Top of the order once again. And NA 0 for 1. Team Blue needs a miracle down 3-0. First pitch. Swing and a miss for the first strike. Bit of a rough start. Not exactly what he wanted there. Tried to swing, and here he comes. The 0-1. Smashed into left field. Going back out the wall. It's a walk-off grand slam. Rolling down. Bring hands when you get to my seat. Then I win, knowing how to run tonight. Roll down the lane. I mean, look at that. Take a look at that pitch. I mean, just look at it. It was a perfect pitch right down the middle. That might have been the problem. And then he capitalized on it. And it was just well out of the park. And the ball game ends on a walk-off grand slam. We will take a break. Stay tuned though on ESPN. Next up, the conclusion to our All-Star game. Fun, the actual flipping game. Coming up next. And this brings us to the final activity of today's All-Star Day. We had some fun with a three-point contest, then played some baseball, kind of, whatever the heck the sport is going to be called. And now we end the day off with the exhibition game. The Backyard Football Conference, don't ask why they're called football, versus the MJW Football Conference, the MFC, BFC, 2 5-minute sections. And the tip-off coming off. This is the All-Star Game. The best players this season getting ready, and now they are prepared. Welcome to the All-Star Game. That one's taken Val. He's looking and getting started off in BFC with a score. 30. Yeah, this is kind of what we notice about both conferences. They have some really dynamic three-pointer shooters, and this is probably going to be a very close matchup. I wouldn't expect this to be a blowout in any way, shape, or form. And Christopher N., who came in last in the three-point contest, making back some ground with a three-pointer in the actual game. So just a reminder, after the All-Star break stretches is on days April 15th and April 16th. Playoffs start April 17th. So, not actually that long of an All-Star break. But still, I think it'll be well appreciated considering all these teams played Saturday, now they're playing today with literally 1 day of rest. And plus, the DC Presidents and the New Jersey Nurse, plus half of the players aren't even playing today. And even for the players that aren't playing today, if they're on the Nurse and the Presidents, they don't even have to play in the first round. And for any players that are not in the playoffs, this is the last game of their season. So the ball did roll under, but they were able to get it back. MFC capitalizes on that one. Pass back inside. It is a nice night as we prepare. And Daniel G misses the underhand shot. MFC bounces back and they score. Now it's a 2 3-pointer lead. And the pass doesn't seem to work for BFC, but the MFC's recovery doesn't work out so well. And BFC bounces it back. Now they're only down by 3. That was a pretty good bounce back there. Ball's up. It's up for grabs, and the BFC has it. He shoots, misses. BFC gets their own rebound, so now they're only down by 1. And this is, considering that this is the score of some games at their halftime, I want to preface that, and we aren't even doing the full 10-minute sections. As a reminder, there is no 2-minute warning for either section, because 1 is an all-star game, and 2, it's already 5-minute sections. They don't really need a 2-minute warning, do they? Who scored? It was them, right? Yeah. That one bounces out. MFC gets it back in. What was that? Only person that can underhand here. That's Daniel J. First section almost over. There is no halftime. We go right to the second, and that one off the foot. That one goes up. That one scores. And now they jump in front. Wait, no, they didn't. No, they did because it bounced off the foot. So MFC trying to bounce back, but that's off of the rim. What a change of events, taking the lead late. Underhand toss. Nobody can underhand like the one and only Daniel G. So the way they put in their players for each roster is going by waves. Because like there's so many players for both teams on the All-Star team that they play through waves. So no breaks necessary, you just put in your next wave. So both teams are on wave 2. As the MFC puts in wave 3. BFC stays on wave 2. So they're clearly trying to go over some extra firepower here. To try and make it a closer game than half. Which they have just got a 3-pointer. Cuts the lead to 2. Pass is intercepted by the MFC. And they take the lead. And that's going to end the first. Wow. What a way to end the first section. Now let's head into the second. No halftime, just straight up game play. Getting ready to go. All set. And having some fun. Stick around after the game for some post-game interviews. From far range, but they continue growing their lead. Taking the lead with a 3-pointer just before the half. Then with a really far 3-pointer to begin the half. I mean, the MFC is just on fire. This is really fun All-Star game for all teams involved. I'm glad that these two teams could play together forever. A bit of confusion happening, but Daniel G does his underhand magic again. I feel like his underhand magic works really well when it's in the 3-point range. I don't know why. And MFC bounces back, taking the lead. I'm only 5-minute sections, and everybody wearing suits and sweating right now. Both teams are doing fairly well. Underhand toss from Daniel G bounces out. MFC gets them all back in. MFC capitalizes again. Ball. That one falls out of his hand. And now it isn't very close, now is it? I feel like they're starting to break away. And the MFC is starting to find their footing here. Intercepted, taken back and scored. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's a 10-point game. Starting to find their footing now, aren't they? And an interesting move here. The BFC is putting their wave 1 back in as the MFC goes to their final wave, wave 5. Wave 1 is being put back into the game for the BFC. Keep in mind that Daniel G was in all of the BFC's waves. I think he's just that a very valuable player to keep in there. But because they have their first wave back in, they have Chris N as well in there. Chris N, Daniel G on the same team. Well, that would start riots. Missed it. He's getting ready for some moving magic. But I'm not sure what that shot selection was. And, they're pretty tired. I think they just want to go home. They're tired of playing this game. I've played these games before. That's a big old bird. Bounces out of his hand, shoots, and scores! Banana Grafton. What a way. What a play. What a game. What a day. What are you saying? Man, I don't know. BFC looking. Daniel G with an underhander. NFC recovers that one, and the game is practically over. NFC looks like they are going to take the crown here and just reset it there. And you know, they've been waiting all year for the All-Star game. And now they're finally here. I think they just feel really, really happy to be in this position. All the way up through the trials and the tribulations of the season. Some of these guys, this is going to be the end of their season. Some of them, the heights have only truly just begun. One more of those and the ball game is officially over and the moon sets on the All-Star night. We had a 3-point contest, a new sport test, and finally an actual game. And the MFC prevails, winning by 10. It was close at the half, but they broke away in the second. And they did not ever look back. And just for good measure, they add on another shot. And the All-Star game has come to a close, 41-29. The MFC really did start to break away from the BFC. And I think that the confidence that they had throughout the game really just helped them get through. Suits stay on as we have post-game interviews coming up next. Hey guys, it's me, whatever my name is, and wow, you guys had just an incredible game today. How are you feeling now after this incredible win that you guys had, NA? I think it's really good. I think that it was a really fun game. It was a really fun game to play. It was a really, really great game, and I just promise that everything is going to be so good for me and my whole team in New Jersey this postseason. We're winning it all. They were 4-11 last year. Now they finished the season 13-2 and in the postseason. That's the number one seed in the conference. After literally finishing worst in the conference last year. And I just think that one of the most interesting things about today's game was actually the new sport test. Seeing these players get accustomed to the sport that they are most likely going to be playing. Now it does collide with both Volleyhoop and American volleyball seasons, I think. That's why it's kind of like a voluntary thing. If you want to add another sport on top of the sport that you're already in, or if you don't want to be playing American volleyball or Volleyhoop, but still want to participate in bedroom sports activities. So they have basketball, baseball, and football. I don't know how they're going to adapt hockey, but then again, I don't know how they were going to adapt baseball either. And, look at the way they did. Just use the American volleyball goals as hockey goals. Yeah, but, you can't see the ball on the ground, the puck, whatever they use, yeah. At least for American volleyball, you can see the ball in the player's hands. When you're playing hockey, you have sticks, and you're hitting stuff on the ground. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm sure they'll find a way if they even do hockey at all. Because, you're already booked for all these seasons. You have spring, summer, and fall, winter seasons. It's not just fall, it's just winter. It's fall and winter in one. So it's not like you have 4 seasons for the big 4 sports. You have 3 seasons for really 2 of the big sports, which are Volleyhoop and American volleyball, because they are spins on football and basketball. Well, it looks like it's a wrap for All-Star Day. The next time you see American Volleyhoop, it will be a wild card round on April 17th. Broadcasted across TNT, ESPN, and Fox. They're going to be trying it out for this postseason. We'll see how Fox goes. It's been a long All-Star night. We're finally here to say farewell. Have a good evening. Get home safe, and we'll see you all in the playoffs.